Okay, so today we'll be talking about Harry Kane, and I think by this point everyone knows that Harry Kane wants to leave. So I'm just going to be telling you what I think and where I feel that he might end up. Now, before I start on what clubs he might end up at, I want to say that Harry Kane is probably the best striker in the world. Not even probably, according to me, he is the best striker in the world. Now, some of you might say, what about Robert Lewandowski? But there are two things which make Kane stand out from everybody else, and especially from Lewandowski. Which is, first thing is that he plays in the Premier League while Lewandowski plays in the Bundesliga. Second is that Kane plays for a very mediocre Tottenham Hotspur team, while Robert Lewandowski plays for a loaded Bayern Munich team, which creates loads of chances. So I know that wherever Kane will go, he will give them at least 25-30 goals a season. So that is a guarantee, whichever team gets him. Now, I think he is going to stay in England. He wants to stay in England and he wants to play the Champions League. And there are only 3 clubs in England who can afford him at the moment. The 2 Manchester clubs, Manchester City and Manchester United, and Chelsea. Now, I'm going to start with Manchester City because according to most people, even Fabrizio Romano, it seems apparent that that is his preferred destination. Even people were tweeting about how he was praising Kevin De Bruyne about his assists and his passes, and it's going to, and if he does go there, it's going to be a lethal partnership. He will want to get on the end of every cross put in. City play in a very direct manner and they create loads of chances. So Kane would love it there. But there is a big but here. Now, firstly, City never spend an excess of 100 million at one go, because that is what Kane is going to cost. It's going to at least cost a minimum of 120 million. And City might not be wanting to pay that because City have always been a team who pay about 50-60 million per player and buy a lot of players for 50-60 million, and that is what City's USP is, and that is how they basically approach a player. Say 50-60 million player, okay, we buy like 3 or 4 of them, and that is how City operate. Now, will they want to spend 120 million? They might, because of Kane's quality. But if you look at Pep Guardiola throughout the years and his system, he never really prefers the proper standout striker who poaches goals, who's a finisher. Because at Barcelona he had Ibrahimovic, he had Samuel Eto'o, but he didn't like them. He wanted to play David Villa and Lionel Messi and those kinds of smaller forwards who can play as attacking midfielders and give him cover at the back too. So that is also a problem, because if Kane, say he goes to City, I don't think he's going to get 38 games a season in the Premier League or play 50 games a season, because if he goes somewhere, he will want to start all the games because he will be the best player on the team. But Pep might say, no, you don't fit the system, so I won't start you. Now, will Kane like that? I don't know. But can Kane go to City? Yes, it is a big possibility he might. Now, the second club, well, my club, Manchester United. This is a very interesting one, because we as Man United fans would love to see Kane at our club. And in fact, comparing all 3 teams, I think Kane fits United system the best. United put crosses into the box, they play direct, they play through balls. They have Bruno Fernandes creating, the Paul Pogba creating, they have Marcus Rashford cutting on the right. So I feel that Kane will suit the system at United the best, because again, Oli loves to play that upfront striker. It may be Cavani or Martial or Greenwood from time to time this season, and if Kane comes there, Kane will obviously start bulk of the games and he will score a load of goals. So I really hope that United actually go and try. They might not get him, I just want them to try. The second thing is, United don't like to spend a lot of money. The Glazers hate spending money. They haven't put a single penny into the club. But because of the protests and because of the pressure they are under, they might go, okay, we need to get the fans back on our side. And what can we do? Oh, we need to spend 200 million, get Sancho, get Kane, get Pau Torres, get Varane, get Declan Rice, get everybody they want. But is that going to happen? I don't think so. These owners, I do not trust them, and especially during these COVID times, 120 million for one player, I think is too much. I might think United will go for like 2 or 3 players for a total of 120 mil. They might go for Sancho and perhaps get a Danny Ings or someone which they're being linked to. But Kane, I'm not too sure about. And third but not the least, we're going to talk about Chelsea. Well, Chelsea for me it's tricky. But for me it's likelier that Kane will go to Chelsea than United, because Roman Abramovich loves to, in the end, people might not like him, but he does spend the money. He does get in the players. He got in Havertz for I think a club record 80 million last summer. They spent a lot of money, and yes, I think they might go for Kane, but then someone might say, oh, they've already got Timo Werner. They've invested a lot in him. I think yes, Timo Werner is actually a very good striker. I think I said this in one of the podcasts too, that I'm a huge fan of Timo Werner. His instincts, his pace, his quality, it's all there. I think he just needs some time in England. I think it's the same situation like Donny van der Beek, and he also has a lot of, I think he was Chelsea's joint top scorer in the Premier League until Jorginho scored the penalty against Leicester, I think. Yeah, so it isn't like, oh, Timo Werner's had a bad season. I think it has been magnified a lot because of so many high profile chances missed. But I still think that Chelsea have a chance of getting him, and they might. But I'm sure that if he does come to Chelsea, that the Chelsea striker curse won't necessarily apply to him. Now, again, I'm going to give you all an update that I think yesterday Chelsea came in. There's speculation that Chelsea came in with a bid for Harry Kane. I think the first of the big three clubs which put in a physical bid for Harry Kane, and well, in a very polite manner, that bid is not going to get you Harry Kane. I think the bid Kepa and Tammy Abraham as part of the deal to get them to lessen the straight up transfer fee of 120 million. Well, let me tell you something, Chelsea fans. Daniel Levy, he is not an easy operator. He will rinse you for every last penny you've got, and he's not. Kane has his prized possession. He does not want to let Kane go. They've built the club on him. They've built a new stadiums just so their fans are coming to see him. And if he actually lets Harry Kane go, it's going to be only for cash, only for 120 mil straight up, because he will want to rebuild. And he will want to rebuild by buying his own players and not getting Kepa, for whom he already has a World Cup winner in Hugo Lloris in front of him, and Tammy Abraham, because Tammy Abraham, let's face it, he is not Harry Kane quality. He's not even half of Harry Kane's quality. I think he's as good as Carlos Vinicius, which they already have. So I don't think this is going to happen. And I can also tell you this, that Daniel Levy is going to wait till the end of the transfer window to make this happen, because firstly, the Euros are coming, and he hopes that Kane will score a lot of goals in the Euros to make his stock price go up. But he will also want to get players in. If he knows Kane is leaving, now I think there might have been a word between them two that Kane wants to leave, and he might have made it clear. So I think he might invest before someone buys Kane for Kane's replacement. He did that when Real Madrid bought Bale, because everyone knew that Real Madrid was going to get Bale, but he took it to the last day of the window to make sure he got all the players, and then sold him for 90 mil. And if Bale went for 90 million, then Kane is surely going to go for a minimum of 100 million. So that is what I think the situation of Kane in England is. Now, some people also say, oh, what about Barcelona? What about Real Madrid? Now, Barcelona and Real Madrid, while they may be great clubs, they are financially in turmoil. Barcelona, especially with more than $1 billion in debt, they have 3 or 4 100 million plus pound signings sitting on the bench and not performing or getting injured. Then they've just signed Frankie de Jong a couple of years ago for 70-80 million. And for them, big money signings haven't really worked out. And they're also trying to rebuild on youth, their youth. They're not trying to spend big because they know Messi is going to leave very soon, or even if he does not leave, he's coming to the end of his career, and you might not get the same output from him. So they're trying to invest in youth, get those youth players in De Jong, Pedri, those young talents which they hope they're going to become future superstars. And Real Madrid, they tried to do the same thing when Ronaldo left, where they spend money on Mariano Diaz, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, like Eden Hazard. They got all these players in, Ferland Mendy. They got these players in for 350 million, and nobody really worked. Hazard's perennially injured. Rodrigo had that one hat-trick against Club Brugge, I think. Vinicius Junior scored a couple against Liverpool, but they've just showed flashes of brilliance. There's no consistency except for Benzema in that team, and even they are getting old. The Galactico, well, not the Galactico, but the core of that Real Madrid first team is getting old, and in a couple of years it'll have to be dismantled. And I don't think Kane will fit that team, and I don't think they have the money to spend on Kane. I think they're going to they can either sell a couple of players and perhaps get their 120 mil, but again it's him and Benzema. Do you want these? Benzema is a club legend. Do you think they'll replace Benzema and put Kane in? Though they won't. One of them is going to have to sit on the bench, and Kane wouldn't, and neither would Benzema. So that takes Real Madrid out of the question. One team which realistically can buy him very easily, they have the money, is PSG. But here the question is, will Kane go to PSG? In my personal opinion, he won't. He does not like France. He wants to stay in England, and he wants to play Champions League football in England. So that is going to be that, I think. And Liverpool. I think I had completely forgotten Liverpool. I think Fabrizio mentioned something that Liverpool might be able to. No, I don't think. I think he mentioned something about Sancho, but Liverpool, I don't think they have the money, straight up. Fabrizio Romano said about Sancho that Liverpool might buy Sancho, but they'll need to sell players, which just show they don't have the money. And they'll have to sell their players to get 120 million. Now, except for, say, Mane, Salah, Firmino, all these star players, the core of that team, I don't think anyone else will fetch them that 120 million they need to buy Kane. So that is not going to happen. And my prediction is that we're going to see Kane at City. City have the money, they have the wherewithal to do it. Now, I'm not saying that will Kane play or will Kane not play, will he be happy or will he not? But I think the biggest chance of Kane actually being somewhere is at Manchester City under Pep Guardiola. Now, there has been speculation, or not speculation, but there have been talks with his agent and Manchester City about signing him, but Daniel Levy is not going to let him go easily. He's his golden boy, so to say, and he will not want to let him go in any case. So I think that concludes basically everything about Harry Kane. In my personal opinion, I just hope he comes to United. I just hope the Glazers do everything. I will still not stop hating them. I will still not forgive them of what they've done to the club. But I just want them to actually show, superficially at least, that they care. Spend that 120 mil, buy everyone in the market, make United the best team again. Because we are on the verge of challenging. We just need that. We just need those couple of players. So I just hope it happens. I think I'll conclude it there, and that has been Harry Kane, and this is me, and